If you're sailing on the Norwegian Cruise Line and you got specialty dining, whether you paid for it previously or you got it through free at sea, there are going to be some mistakes that are going to cost you big time. Let's talk about it. Today we're talking everything NCL specialty dining, especially there's 8 mistakes you need to avoid, and I'm going to walk you through each of them so you can avoid each one of these mistakes. Now before we get into it, I am Ashley Neal. I'm a registered nurse and also a travel agent, so if you could like and subscribe this video, it really helps the channel and I really appreciate it. So number 1, the first mistake that's probably the biggest one is waiting until you get on the ship to make your specialty dining reservations. I see this all the time. People get on board, they start relaxing, they think, oh, I'll think about dinner tomorrow or the next day. By day 2, all the good restaurants and the good times are sold out and fully booked. Here's what you need to know. NCL allows you to plan your specialty dining as soon as your final payment is done. So around the 120-day mark, you can go onto the NCL app and make your specialty dining reservations. This is very important you do this. Pro tip, they don't always release all of their dining times before boarding. So once you get on the ship, you have to make sure if you want to change your dining reservation, go immediately and do that. Do not wait. Number 2, the next mistake is assuming that your specialty dining credits work multiple times at the same restaurant. Some cruisers think that if you have 3 dining credits, you can go to, say, the steakhouse 3 times. That's not the case. Most times, not always, but most times, your credit will only work at one specific restaurant 1 time per cruise. So whether you want to eat at Cagney's, Le Bistro, or the Food Republic, you only have 1 credit per one of these restaurants. Number 3, this is really important and I want you to really pay attention to this one because I don't see a lot of people talking about it and I don't want you to miss this point. Your free at sea dining credit. There is a maximum per person for these credits. You cannot go to these restaurants and order 4 lobster tails on top of your meal. They're not going to cover it. There is a limit. Most times when you go into these restaurants, there is a list of things that are included, and then there's also a list on the other side that says additional fees may apply. You have to pay attention to this, otherwise you're going to get a shock on your cruise bill. But sometimes people aren't listening and they get shocked at the end when they get a $100 bill with their thought to be free dining credit. Okay, this next tip, it seems small, but it's very important. I would steer clear of booking your specialty restaurant nights on port days, and here's why. You come back from the ship after an exhausting excursion day, your feet hurt, you're probably sunburnt, you probably had a few drinks. The last thing you're going to want to do is sit down at a specialty dining restaurant for the next 2 hours and get dressed up to go there. Book these specialty dining restaurants on a light port day, maybe with no excursions, or a sea day. You'll have more energy and be able to experience and enjoy the dining experience. Now guys, if you're finding this helpful, please do me a favor, drop a like in this video. It helps other cruisers find my content, it helps the channel. All right, let's get back to it. So here's a mistake that a lot of people still make, but it's super easy to avoid. When you get on the ship, open your app and look for your dining reservations. Do not wait till your last minute to look up these dining times. See what's available and book it. You can't walk up to a specialty dining restaurant and assume you're going to get in. Your chances are extremely low. Now, as far as the app, this is a pro tip. The older ships, the app doesn't work maybe as well, but on the newer ships like the Viva and the Prima and so on, your app is your best friend, so use it. This next tip is for Latitudes members. So if you have sailed NCL before, you are a Latitudes member, so listen up. Depending on your Latitudes tier, you may have specialty dining included in your cruise. If you are a Platinum member, you are going to have 2 specialty dining restaurant nights included in your fare automatically. Here's a pro tip as well. If you buy the free at sea package and you have 3 specialty dining restaurant nights included in your package, and you're also a Platinum tier Latitudes member, you get an additional 2 specialty dining nights. So that gives you a total of 5. They're combinable. So you will have 5 specialty dining nights on your account available to use. So before your cruise, log into your Latitudes account on ncl.com, see what tier you are as a Latitude member, and see if you have any of these things included. Here's another tip. You need to make sure the day before your specialty dining, you need to confirm your reservation time. There's nothing worse than showing up an hour late to your reservation and then poof, your reservation is gone. And this brings me into the last tip, which is very important. It's a no-show fee. So if you book specialty dining and you decide you're not going to go, you need to cancel this reservation. If you do not cancel, you are going to be charged $10 a person for not showing up at your specialty dining time. They give you a 15-minute window. If you don't show up in that time, then they will charge this to your onboard account. So if you're not going to go to your specialty dining restaurant, then just cancel it and there will be no fees attached. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I really hope this was helpful. Specialty dining is really one of the best perks of sailing with NCL, especially if you know how to do it and you're going to avoid these mistakes I just talked about. Let me know in the comments, guys, have you ever had one of these mistakes happen to you? I'm Ashley Neal. I'll see you next time.